My grandma thinks I'm too sensitive. Her crocheted blanket says so. Our Thanksgiving became a surprising emotional journey. Advice needed. There we were, sitting in the dim yellow light of Grandma's living room, surrounded by the familiar comfort of crocheted doilies and the faint scent of lavender and mothballs, when she turned to me, her eyes dancing with that familiar gleam of mischief and wisdom. "I'll tell you all about it, dear," she said, her voice as cozy as the old armchair I was sinking into, while outside the wind roared in protest as if trying to eavesdrop but kept at bay by the sturdy brick walls. She spoke of watching me grow, her words weaving in and out of years, of noticing that uncanny way I seemed to soak up the emotions around me like a sponge left too long in the sink, saturated and pondering its own soggy existence. Her idea was simple, she explained, a tool, a reminder intertwined within every stitch to help me to protect my own peace, just like the walls around us, lending me a sense of control even as the world howled beyond the windows. The realization hit me like a gentle wave, washing over my defenses and settling in my chest with a warm resignation. This knitted blanket, a patchwork of nostalgic colors and prickly yarn, wasn't some sinister plot to repress the wild, cascading rivers of my emotions. No, it was Grandma's way of whispering, "Guard your heart," a sentiment stitched into every loop and tuck of the fabric. I inhaled deeply, the musty air of the room tinged with something sweet and undefinable, kind of like acceptance with a hint of disbelief. Isn't it funny how someone can push exactly the right and wrong buttons at the same time, serving up a cocktail of clarity and confusion that leaves you grappling with the jagged edges of understanding? I sat back, shifting slightly as the blanket clung to my every movement, trying to decipher what it meant to be both deeply understood and ever a work in progress. By the time her voice trailed off, wrapping up the tale like a neatly bound ball of yarn, I felt less like a defenseless sponge and more like a grounded tree, roots reaching deep, buffeted yet unyielding in the wind. The blanket, this once dreaded monstrous thing, became more a quirky companion than adversary, its ridged surfaces and tangled threads a testament to the complexity of love and lessons handed down through generations. We sat together, the room filled with the quirky chaos of mismatched family stories and echoes of laughter stored in the curtains, my heart full and warm, acknowledging the singular beauty of being fiercely loved by this endearing, eccentric family. And just as the evening shadows began to lengthen, casting new textures on the wallpaper, I realized with a soft-spoken certainty that this family weirdness is just a part of life, and maybe, just maybe, those words and stitches were knitting something altogether new for me, a path yet unwritten, and a life only I could live.